Good morning. And it is a good morning, even though I've been up for a very long time, over 2 hours already, and awake for a good while before I even got out of bed. And yesterday was a very productive day for me. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. The title that I've selected today is 2012 Mother Earth and Mankind Will Win. Can you sense the shift? I can. It's as if I go somewhere in my dream time and come back feeling supercharged, at least this morning. I simply have an overwhelming sense that we, the people, are winning on our own behalf, as well as to the benefit of our planet and nature itself. This game of corporate greed and massive fraud is finally ending. The lights shine more brightly every day. We win. Oh, where to begin? In yesterday's video, I mentioned something about ecclesiastical courts, and I learned a little bit more about it yesterday. Not a great deal, but there are actually, I think he said there are 4 Christian ecclesiastical courts in the United States, and I don't know if there's one or more than one, but in Florida there's actually a Muslim ecclesiastical court. And I want to clear something up right when I say Muslim. There is so much negative propaganda against Islamic faith and against Muslims in this country and actually around the world. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic that Muslims are labeled terrorists. I mean, I can remember reading and looking, don't even have to read much, Hafiz and Rumi and some of the great Sufi poets. Muslims have contributed a tremendous amount of good to this planet in our history. And we need to stop putting them down and scapegoating Muslims as if they're some kind of an evil. Are there extremists that are Muslim? Absolutely. Are there extremists that are Christians? Absolutely. Are there extremists that are Jewish? Absolutely. Hindu? Absolutely. I don't know if there's extremist Buddhists. Maybe there are. I'm not aware of them. I'm especially aware, though, of extremist Christians, Jews, and Muslims, and they all share the same Abrahamic root. They all claim their forefather to be Abraham. It doesn't go back further than that, but it all comes from Abraham, the man of faith in the Bible. Whether it's true or false, whether it's mythological or just symbolical, it doesn't matter, folks. It doesn't matter. We're all together in this thing on our Mother Earth. We're all together. And there's only one. As Gandhi said once, I am a Hindu, I am a Muslim, I am a Christian, I am a Jew. I think those were the 4 he named. I'll name them again. I've done this at least once or twice before. But I am all of those things. I am all of those things. And I am a Buddhist. And I am a Shinto. And I am a Zoroastrian. I am a Name the religion, Baha'i, name it. It doesn't matter. They're all names. They are all names. And we are all humans. And Mother Earth is one Earth, not 2 Earths. Let the war stop. We win. We win when we stop fighting each other and we start coming together and telling the truth. How many times do I need to say it? So anyway, I found out that there's a Muslim court, and they're trying to establish a Christian court in Florida as well, and it will be soon established. And they're going to be operational. We're going to be able to pull cases as long as the old courts continue their corruption and continue playing their sick game of working with the banks and agreed. But even the banks are waking up. I mean, I was sent an article, or they're paying people to sell their houses below what they owe on them and giving people money, tens of thousands of dollars, for moving expenses and everything else, just to get clear, because the banks are realizing that they have committed fraud. Now, I sent a number of emails, or well, actually, I guess a couple of emails yesterday, and one the day before, and one again this morning, to the lawyer that's handling the case that I'm involved in, giving her yet another olive branch and an opportunity to do the right thing before I bring lawsuits against them. And I'm working on remedies to stop this stupid proceeding, and whether they stop it before Wednesday or not is almost irrelevant, because they're not going to take my home. I mean, I just don't see them being able to accomplish the fraud and the corruption they're doing. The courts here locally, the courts are not doing their job. I could bring charges against the clerk of the court, who is responsible for filing all documents presented, not saying, oh, you can't present that because it's not what we want. No, that's not an option. These are public servants, and they owe their allegiance to the public, and I'm one of the public, and so are many others. And we've tried to file documents in Brevard County, Florida, and been told you can't file that here. Well, there's going to be some legal repercussions on that. But all of this bank fraud, all of this attorney fraud, all of this court fraud, all of this government fraud, all of this corporate fraud and greed is being brought to a head. People are waking up, massive numbers every day. More and more and more people are becoming aware of the fraudulent corruption of the situation that we're in. I applaud the police in the police union in Greece, who said we will actually start arresting people that represent the World Bank and the IMF and stuff like that in Greece, and are pushing these austerity measures on the Greek people. I applaud them, and police all over. Police, listen to me. Soldiers, listen to me. Stop fighting the battles for the corruption. You're on the wrong side when you're doing that. Listen to me. Hear what I'm saying. You're on the wrong side. Lawyers that are defending the banks and stuff like that, you're on the wrong side. The side that wins is the side that's waking up. The side that tells the truth. You cannot bond or protect fraud. And fraud has no statutes of limitation. And the whole financial system, as I've been saying all along since I started these videos, the whole financial system of the world is fraud. It is total fraud. And so much is coming out, even in mainstream media now. It's amazing. It's amazing. Folks, we're winning. You look at the pollution on Mother Earth. You look at the things that are going wrong, that seem to be going wrong on this planet. I'm telling you, folks, we're going to be able to clean it up with new technologies that are going to be released. We're going to get the free energy that we need. I don't know how it's going to come, how it's going to trigger whether it's the photon belt, whether it's ET disclosure and massive landings of our ET brothers and sisters from the other galaxies and other parts of this galaxy. Whatever it is, there's a triggering that's happening, that's shifting everything, and I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. When I write to the lawyer this morning and I send her some articles, I mean, she's got to realize that she's playing in a corrupt and fraudulent game. And if she doesn't do what's right, like everybody else, we're going to have to be responsible for what we do. There's not going to be a get out of jail free card unless we repent and make the choice voluntarily. And that's why I appreciate what they're doing in Greece. They say, you're trying to press these austerity measures on us? We're going to come after and arrest you. And somebody wrote, well, they can't do it without a court order. Well, the judges are part of the bank corruption. The courts are extensions of the banks. Get it, folks. Attorneys, not all attorneys, But attorneys often are extensions of the banks. They are all in this little con game from Wall Street to Washington, D.C., to the City of London, to the Vatican Bank, and banks all over the world, these, what do you call them? The central banks all over the world. It's all the same con game. It's all the same fraud. And they are going to be arrested. They arrested 4 priests in the Vatican. They're arresting people in the media because the media isn't telling the truth. Folks, I'm telling you, all of this is coming to a head, and you can see it happening. If you're paying attention, you can see it happening. You can see the shift occurring. I feel it inside of me. I mean, even though I got so little sleep last night, so little sleep, I woke up and I laid in bed for a while because I didn't really want to get up. It was too early. It was just past 2 o'clock when I was finally wide awake. And I had woken up a couple of times at least before that. 12, 1 o'clock, I was waking up even though I didn't go to bed till 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock. What I'm saying, folks, I'm feeling the excitement. And I want you to be encouraged. I want to give that to you to the best of my ability, that we are winning. We are winning. The truth is coming out. The corruption cannot be hid anymore. It cannot be hid. They cannot keep the charade going. The house of cards is collapsing all around the world. There are examples. Iceland, what they did. Ireland, what they did. I mean, there are nations and people waking up and doing the right thing. There are sheriffs in this country that will not foreclose on the citizens. There are soldiers that have come out and said, we will obey our oaths of office. We will not fight against our own people. And they keep coming up with ways to try to get around it. These insane people that still want to run the world into the ground. They're not going to be able to accomplish it. Can't you see that, folks? They cannot keep getting away with it. They've only been able to get away with doing what they've done because we were so ignorant, most of us. 99.99999% of us were totally ignorant. It's not just 1% and 99%. My God, if there was 1 in 100 only that were doing this, that would be a big ratio. It's more like 1 out of 10,000 or 1 out of 100,000 people that are actually causing all the problems. And then yet they get these other people that go along with them and play the same freaking game that they're playing. But that's ending. That's ending. I just want you to feel the excitement, to see what I'm seeing, to feel the energy that is sweeping this planet. We're going to have ways of not just healing the pollution on Mother Earth, but healing our bodies. People racked with limitations and disabilities. That's going to end. That's going to end. The cures have already been given to us. It's just that the establishment doesn't make money off of most of them, and so they don't want to do it. But we're overriding them. The Spirit of God in us is overriding them. We are all one people. We are all one family. We are all one creation. And the Creator lives in each of us. Let's stop fighting, folks. Let's get our act together. Let's forgive one another, even if we've been playing a dark role, and some of us have. All of us to some extent. All of us, but some more than others. Whatever the role you've been playing, whatever you've been doing in and with your life, it's time to release and to let go of all of the baggage, of all of the need for judgment and a need for punishment. This is a time of grace. This is a time of awakening. a time of transformation. Allow it to happen in your life as I'm allowing it to happen in mine. Yes, we get afraid. Yes, doubts creep in. Yes, we have to fight some battles, but we're winning. I want you to see that we're winning. We're not losing this fight. There is going to be a new world order, but it will not be the new world order that they talk about on television, the new world order that George H.W. Bush announced in 1991 or whenever it was. It's not that new world order. It's not the new world order of tyranny and corruption and the rule of greed. No, it's something completely different than that. It's the new world order of love and peace and kindness and justice with mercy. It's the new world order of prosperity and creativity, a new renaissance, a new world, a new heaven, a new earth, because the old is being transformed right before our eyes, and we're playing a part in it. And I thank each of you that is consciously a part of the awakening. Hold your light. Keep it bright, shining brightly, because it's accomplishing the task we came to do, because we are the ones we've been waiting for. And awakened, nothing can stop us. Namaste. Thank you.